Good afternoon, hockey fans. Time for another round of your Lumberjack girls varsity hockey, or JV and varsity hockey. We are in Crookston today at just a magnificent rink. This is one of my favorite rinks. I'm going to take over control here. Hope you're having a great day here on Tuesday. We are up in the broadcast booth. That's the booth cam right there. Just a great rink. Seating pretty much all the way around. We're going to be playing the Pirates. They've taken the ice. And there's the rest of the broadcast booth. That's the other camera. So just a fantastic rink. Nice scoreboard. Great way to play some hockey. Get the camera all set up here for us. All right, that one's ready to go. So we're going to start out with the JV at 5 o'clock here. We're about a minute into this broadcast. We should see your Lumberjacks here in just a minute. We got the booth cam there as they are getting the sticks set up. The referees are out on the ice. I'll give you a little split screen here. So the JV teams had their struggles lately. We're going to see some new faces. We are short several girls out with injury today. Two lower bodies in Coe and Bierke, and an upper body in Griner. But I understand hopefully they'll be back real soon, possibly even for Thursday's game. So for now, Coach Mike is going to have to move some things around. There's George coming out. She's going to step down and play a period of JV. Girls are coming out on the ice. I'll give you the bench cam here. Actually, we'll leave it on both. So again, Melcher on the ice for her second game back, coming off of an injury. So we're going to see several of the varsity girls step down, play a little JV today. Everhart and Byron in the nets. Let's see, who else do we got here? So George out on the ice. She'll light up this and add some speed here. I see Church, Carlson, Fuller, Grand, Novak, Runnigan, Frank, O'Brien, and let's see, Winkler over there. That looks like about it to start. And then we're going to see a couple other girls step down and put in some JV time here. So let me get you a count. I see 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16. So 14 skaters and 2 goalies. That's 3 line and 4 sets of D. That makes some sense. And then for Crookston's JV here, they're looking a little shorter than we are. I got 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, possibly only 10, 9 skaters and a goalie. So they're going to get their workouts in today. Hope you're all having a great start to your Tuesday here. Give you a look here at Crookston. Figured out how to do a little picture-in-picture here. Except I want to switch that around. Let's see. I got to figure out how to do that here. Hold on. So if I want this one with picture-in-picture of that one. Nope. I'm going to do that the other way. I want this one with picture-in-picture of that. Nope, that didn't work. How about this? Try it again. Nope. Stubbornness. All right. 4:11 left on the warm-up clock here. Got a couple of coaches there on the bench. Can just see one on the bottom left. I'm going to have to maybe switch that camera around. There's Byron Cam. here, so I think we're going to... Pemberton throws one over to Fuller. Throws it on net on Everhart. Let's go back over here to the Bemidji girls. Tell you what, I'm going to be a little closer to center here. That's the live barn cam there, the white thing. It's going to get in the way a little bit. .209 left here in warm-ups. We're just about ready to get started. Knutson out there as well. Didn't see her at first. See how we're doing on the Crookston girls. 3, 6, 8. Still 9 and a goalie. They're going to have their hands full. How about on the varsity game?
It's not up yet.
So if you went online and found the links for tonight's game for watching, I just got it pointed out. I have a typo in Lumberjacks. Oh, let's put the scoreboard up. So, properties, go to first. As you heard, that's the buzzer. We are just about getting ready to play some hockey. And we're going to be the Pirates today. And they're kind of a white and gold. We'll give them a quick new color. So the Jacks versus the Pirates here is the first period. Scoreboard's up. 6 seconds to go. Well, we're coming across loud and proud here. The Wi-Fi is a little bit on the sketchy side. Jacks are at their bench. Pirates are at their net. Both teams getting ready to give their pregame cheers. Refs look like they're ready to go. They're right below us here. I do not have a ref cam today. Maybe I'll see about finding one of those for the varsity game. We'll see. So it looks like Knutson, Carlson, Fuller, Frank, and Winkler to start off on defense. Refs look like they're ready to go. This is Carlson on the draw. She pulls it over to Knutson, but Crookston comes away with it. And we'll get this fixed up for you here. There we go. Carlson throws it around to Frank. Frank's going to go for a skate. She gets it up to Knutson. Knutson over to Carlson. She gains the offensive zone over to Knutson. Didn't get the shot off. And from behind the net here, that one's kind of frozen. Not sure why. Let's figure that out. Winkler shot, saved by the Crookston goalie. And she says, give me a whistle, 40 seconds in. We're going to get a quick line change. Which brings out George, Larson, and Grand, with Frank and Winkler still. So George on the draw, pulls it over to Larson. George throws it around the corner. Crookston does the old spinorama, trying to go behind her net, picked up by Grand, who springs it around over to the near wall here. Pretty tough angle for us to see here. That one gets by Winkler. She tosses it over to Frank. Frank gains the offensive zone, looking to shoot. Blocker saved by the Crookston goalie. George in deep, Crookston trying to get somewhere with it. So far, good pressure by the Jacks. And they get it back in deep. Now this one comes back out to center, where Frank picks it up. She hits George, who's going 1-on-3, stolen away by the Pirates. George gonna go off on a change. Pirates bring it through center from the dot. That one goes wide of Everhart. As you can see, just hard to get into that corner. That one's caught by Winkler, comes out, kept in by the Pirates. Winkler back to go get it. She's out there with Byron. Pemberton picks it up, gets knocked off her stick. And that one goes by Everhart. Not sure why we have a frozen camera there. Shot, that one went just wide of Everhart. And the Jacks try to throw it up ice. Here's Pemberton with it. She throws it up ice to Church, who just wasn't able to handle it. Pirates try to go D to D here right below us. And now they pick it up into the offensive zone. Shot way wide of Everhart. Pirates into the corner now. And Pemberton will pick it up. She gets it knocked off her stick, but she'll grab it again. Throws into the corner, where it's picked off by Church. Church looking at Knutson. Dishes it over to Knutson. Knutson trying to get in deep. She throws it towards the net. And that one's just going to come out into the zone here. Runnigan goes cross ice over to Byron. Or not Byron, O'Brien. And nice job not playing it was Carlson. Carlson with a head of steam. She's looking to split the D. Got Knutson behind her. Throws it wide of the net. Out front with Fuller. Shot and a goal. So the Jacks score first. Fuller buries the pass from behind the net. And that puts the Jacks up 1-0. Nice job by Carlson behind the net to find the puck. Throw it out with the one-timer into the back of the net. So the Jacks up 1-0 here, 13:21 to go. Fuller with it again, tries to hit Knutson. So Fuller from Carlson's the official call. Here come the Pirates. That was offsides. Ref got it right there. He was all over it. So George on the draw between Grand and Larson. This is Frank to pick it up in the near corner here. Frank still got it. Frank trying to make the move. Got George with her. Frank gets it knocked off her stick. And the Pirates throw it all the way up ice. Icing's waved off. Melcher's got a hold of it. She throws it to the near wall for Larson. And the Pirates throw it on the backhand, just wide of Everhart. Frank's going to go again. There she goes. Now she gets George. George tries to toe drag. And Larson chasing behind the corner. The Pirates go to the far wall, where that'll be Winkler keeping the offensive zone. Nice job by Winkler holding the point. Grandy throws it in deep, comes to the near corner. Jacks are changing them up on the fly here. Change the D. Frank makes a move, backhand, forehand, into the slot. Shot, blocker saved by the Pirate goalie. Larson and George into the near corner. George comes away with on the backhand shot right in the old breadbasket of the Pirate goalie. Makes a nice save. And we'll get a face-off to the left of the Crookston goalie. This is Pemberton taking the draw for the Jacks. Pirates come out from behind their net with a little speed on O'Brien and Winkler here. Some more speed. Gets in too low, out front, backhand. It's in Winkler's wickets. Now it comes out to the top of the circle. That one goes way wide right of Everhart. We do lose a little bit right below us here where you can't see the whole sheet of ice. Icing's waved off. Pirates are going to circle behind their own net. Try to come out with some speed. Chased by Church. With some more speed. Winkler and O'Brien. Nice job on D. Weren't able to get the shot off, which Crooks did. Novak going to take a whack at it. So we're going to get O'Brien for a hook. That could be why the shot didn't get taken. So O'Brien for a hook's going to put your Jacks down a man. And it looks like Fuller, Carlson, Frank, and Winkler on defense here. That's your killers. Now let's try this with one of those. We'll get back to doing this. So the Jacks short-handed. That's going to pop back to Frank to clean it up here. Frank throws it up ice, gets the clear in, makes the Pirates go the full 200 feet. 124 left in the penalty to O'Brien. Pirates go back behind their own net. Try and throw it up and out of the rink. It's going to be picked up by Carlson. Over to Frank, and she'll lob it straight back down, make him go another 200 feet. Carlson and Fuller peel off for a change. That brings out George and Larson. George throws it up ice. Winkler gets it out of the zone. Didn't get a lot of mustard on that one. And that one pops up and over the glass. We'll get a whistle just to the right of Everhart. Ref's looking for a new biscuit. See if they got some on ice. There it is. Nice catch by the ref. And there he is, skating down to drop it. Fresh biscuit here for the power play and the Pirates. George and Larson still in the forwards for the penalty kill here. George looking to use her speed, 1-on-2. She wraps it around the end wall. That'll be picked up by the Pirates. Coming through center now, 1-on-1. Trying to get her on Runnigan. Runnigan doing a nice job just driving her wide. And out front it comes to Larson. Larson's going to throw it up ice, make him go 200 feet. That's the right play. And that should be icing, except it gets intercepted by Runnigan. Now picked up by the Pirates. Here they come with some speed against Winkler. Jacks are back to full strength on the backhand shot. Oh, what a leg pad save by Everhart. The Pirates pulled up a little bit, tried to pull it back and go backside, and Everhart just got the pad out on it. So Carlson, Fuller, and Knutson again. Jacks are back at full strength. Frank, she throws it over to Knutson. Puck goes into the offensive zone, and that's going to be icing on the Jacks. So we're going to end up coming all the way back. Looks like to the right of Everhart. There she is. Get a quick side-by-side for you. Puck's down here, 5-on-5 hockey. Jacks behind their own net to Winkler, or to Frank. She likes driving when she can. Drops it just off sides. In case you're wondering what the booth looks like today, we got booth cam going. Good afternoon, good evening, everybody. Carlson tries to pick it up, now taken away by Frank. Frank's got it, shot, gets blocked. Frank has it in the near corner. Out to Winkler, it hops her stick. Pemberton on the chase. Shot and a goal. Snuck through the 5-hole of Everhart. And that's going to make it 1-1. So the puck popped over Winkler's stick. How's it going? You Crookston radio?
Yes.
I'm Doug. Nice to meet you, man.
Nice to meet you.
You let me know if I'm in the way.
Just gonna depends on where I put my tripod at.
Okay.
I don't think you're too far.
All right. So 1-1's your score here, George. So the Pirates make it 1-1. Logan's your goal scorer for the Pirates. George with it now, looking to break out. He's got Larson on the far wing. George with a head of steam. George makes a move to the slot. George, oh, great save by the Pirates goalie. Kept in, well, O'Brien's got to pull it back. She now throws it in deep. Pirates circle behind their own net. And this one's going to come back to Runnigan. Runnigan tries to throw it up and out of the zone. And that's going to cause O'Brien to have to go get it. O'Brien now tries to get it up to George. Oh, do you have an auto camera?
I'm just doing camera.
Okay, gotcha. But cool.
Yeah, our radio's got basketball tonight.
Puck's out front, saved by Everhart. But it was one of those auto trackers?
We have someone that's coming in that's going to help check.
Got it.
For me.
Yeah, I'll scoot down a little bit.
Just a little. I'm pretty good on space.
Cool.
I'll get like 6 inches to your
So you're not doing audio?
I'm broadcasting.
Oh, you are too. All right. Because I'm going to be down this way and I'll have another camera guy. It's another angle for us.
The slide just a little bit that way, it'll be perfect.
Gotcha. You're just doing the varsity game, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Coming through ice. Frank over to Fuller. Rips it. Out to Frank. Oh, tip just goes wide. And it looks like we're going to get a penalty on the Pirates, which will put your Jacks on the power play. Looks like 22 for a trip. I like that tripod with the zoomer there. Nice.
It's pretty good.
So Jack's on the power play here. George, Larson, Grand, Frank, and Winkler, it looks like. Winkler over to Frank. Frank over to Larson. Larson back to Frank, who just lost the handle. Dishes it over to Winkler. That's going to make Frank over to Larson. Pirates come away with it at center. Now this one over to Grand. Grand to Larson. Larson tries to get it over to George. George shoots, blocker save by the Pirate goalie. Nice shot by George. Better save by the Pirate goalie. George picks it up, makes a quick move. Makes another one, gains the blue line. Shot right into the shoulder and a good save by the Pirate goalie. With 1:14 to go here in the penalty to Crookston, that's going to bring out Carlson, Fuller, and Knutson. That one's one too strong by Carlson. It's going to pop all the way out. O'Brien feeds over to Carlson. Picked up by Fuller. Fuller makes a move. Fuller gains a zone over to Carlson. Back over to Fuller. Oh, just went off her stick. And the Pirates throw it all the way up ice. That one's going to go on net, so Everhart's going to play it. Runnigan is going to pick it up on the near wall here over to Knutson. Knutson's going to get it again. Throws it towards the net. It's loose. Pirate goalie says, give me a whistle with 33 to go. And it looks like Bemidji is going to switch him up. So that's going to bring out George, Larson, Grand, Melcher, and Frank now. George wins it over to Grand. Kept in by Melcher there. Now into the far corner. Larson 1-on-2 on the wall. Now George in there to help. Crookston comes away with it. Short-handed for another 10 seconds. Nice job by Frank. Frank picks it up. Pirates back to full strength, 5-on-5 hockey here. This one now played by Larson right below us. Larson tries to make the move. And that one comes all the way back. Played to the back wall by Everhart. Stolen away by the Pirates. Now at the back wall, the goal scorer tried to throw it out front. Blocked by Frank. Kept in by the Pirates low. Tipped out front, but nobody home. Now picked up by Frank. Frank tries to play it over to Melcher, who wasn't quite ready. Now out front, saved by Everhart. Kept in by the Pirates again. Melcher throws it out, hits George. George getting chased by one. George shoots, another blocker save by the Pirates. That's about 5 shots that George has been denied on so far. This one's going to be picked up by Novak. Novak hits George. He does the quick spinorama. Gains the offensive zone. Toe drag. Lost the handle. And here come the Pirates the other way. Shot. Leg pad saved by Everhart. And that one goes up high off the glass. Centered where Winkler's going to pick it up. And now Novak's going to get it out of the zone. This is Winkler. We got 1:46 to go here in the first. George picks it up. Got Novak as a helper. She throws it into the offensive zone. Didn't quite get it deep. Pemberton gives it a whack. And here come the Pirates the other way. Shot goes wide. Might have even been tipped in front of Everhart. Cross ice. This will be Church to be the first one there. She throws it up ice. That should be icing. That'll get us a line change. So this one's going to be to the left of Everhart. Carlson, Fuller, Knutson here. Right out front, that one's drawn up. Now it's going to be played by Carlson. She hits Fuller. Kind of lost at her own wickets there. Now back up to center ice. This one's going to be played by O'Brien. O'Brien throws it up ice. Pirates now throw it back the other way. Taken away by Knutson. Fuller's going to pick it up from the dot. Looking to shoot. Shot. Loose out front. Knutson throws it towards the net. Fuller's there again. Saved by the goalie. Oh, Melcher throws it about a foot wide. Carlson out front. She gets it to Fuller. Fuller to O'Brien. O'Brien throws it towards the net. Carlson's going to pick it up. 12 to go. Still time to get one. And now here come the Pirates the other way. 5 to go. 13 makes the move. Shot. Blocked by O'Brien. And Everhart has it right at the buzzer. George has done her duty. She's off. We got Milkowski and Baki coming in for the second period. We got to get us some better Wi-Fi here. So quick intermission here. Baki and Milkowski stepping in.
First period only stage for the Lumberjacks, 10. For the Pirates, 12.
Shots on goal, 12 for the Jacks, 11 for the Pirates. Give me the bench cam here. Both teams at their respective benches here.
That's why we get the big one.
So far, a pretty even game back and forth. 10 shots for your Jacks, 11 for the Pirates. 1-1's your score. Actually, the scoreboard's got it. Oh, 12, we said. That's right, 13. So take that back. 13 shots. 13 to 11. All right, the referee says let's get it going. All right, Jacks are ready. Looks like Carlson, Knutson, Fuller, Frank, and Winkler to start. All right, ref says he's ready. Carlson wins the draw. Pirates gain the offensive zone. Whack back to Winkler. Winkler throws it over to Fuller. Fuller hits Carlson in stride. Carlson tries to drop it to Fuller. She's going to wrap it around. Knutson, good job along the wall there. Jack's looking to come away with it. Fuller back to Winkler. Winkler throws it towards the net. Out front, Fuller's going to pick it up at the hash marks. Makes a quick move or two. Looking to center. He knocks a girl over. And 1-on-2. Now Knutson in to help. And that one's going to be whacked back in by Winkler. And Carlson throws it in deep. This one's going to come around. Frank's going to try and keep it in. And here comes the Pirates through center. This one's going to go wide of Everhart. Winkler tries to dish it back to Frank. Frank over to Fuller. She tries to hit Carlson. Those three are going to go off on a quick change. Here comes Bakke, hot off the bench, ready for a shift. Winkler pops it up. That jumps over the boards into the Pirate bench. And we get a quick whistle. Minute and a half in here, 15:30 to go. 1-1 still your score. So Pemberton, Bakke, Malkowski, O'Brien and Runnigan here on defense. Malkowski tries to hit, or Bakke tried to hit Malkowski. Bakke gets run over. Pemberton in there trying to help. Pirates go D to D. Now they go up ice here. Stolen away by Malkowski. She's 2-on-2. Tries to get it through the wickets. A 13 for the Pirates. Who starts it up the other way. Gains the zone. Lost the handle. Now Runnigan in there deep. Pirates trying to get somewhere with it. Down on the ice. Back behind the net, it's going to go to Runnigan. She's got helpers there. And now back to O'Brien. O'Brien over to Malkowski. Trying the old give and go. O'Brien goes to the net. Shot. Blocker. Save. Goalie loves her blocker. This one's coming out to Runnigan. She throws it back towards the net. And O'Brien throws it back in deep to Malkowski. Malkowski on the backhand. Another save by the goalie. Nice backhand by Malkowski. And the Pirate goalie says, give me a whistle. So now we're going to get Novak, Church, and Grand. Melcher and Winkler in on defense. Face off to the left of the Pirate goalie. Melcher trying to keep in the zone. She gives it a whack in deeper. Right below us here. Can't quite get a good visual on it. Pirates come away with it. Trying to get by Novak behind the net. Church, good job on the back check. Pirates pick it up top of the circle. Throw it towards the net. That goes wide of Everhart. This one should be picked up by Melcher. She tries to get it to Grand. Ooh, almost had a glorious chance. That one gets around Church. Now Church is going to try and pick it up. That didn't work, so we're going to go back to Winkler, back behind the end line. Melcher throws it over on the far wall to Novak. Novak looking for Grand. That gets knocked off her stick. Melcher going for a skate. She'll whack it in deep. Pirates trying to stretch it out a bit here. 1-on-3, maybe 4. Goes over to Winkler. She lost the handle. Now throws it up ice to Knutson. And Winkler intercepts. Throws it into the near corner. We're in the vicinity of Grand. And now right out front on the backhand shot. That one looks like it might have hit Winkler. Now Carlson's going to pick it up. Carlson trying to go wide. Nice job by the Pirate D there. They go behind their own net. Stolen away by Knutson, just lost the handle. Fuller trying to keep in the offensive zone. Carlson's going to pick it up, throw it in deep. So there at center ice, Knutson. Knutson over to Fuller, throws it towards the net, that goes wide right. Frank's going to pick it up. Frank on the backhand, shot goes wide. Fuller now has it, spinorama. She tries to dish it back to Frank. Frank throws it towards the net, that one's chipped wide. That'll be kept in by O'Brien. And she'll throw it in deep. Wrapping around the near wall here. Frank tries to keep it in again. Bakke over into the corner. Nice job by Bakke to get there first. Bakke and Fuller in there, 2-on-2. And Crookston comes away with it. Fuller off on a change. Malkowski out. Malkowski hot off the bench. Got Bakke with her. Shot. Blocker save as always. I'm going to suggest we try somewhere other than her blocker. Try the glove side maybe. That one just gets by O'Brien. O'Brien's digging in deep. She's going to be the first one there. She does the old spinorama. Gets it out to Bakke. And now that one goes back in deep where Frank will pick it up. 10:27 and counting here in the second. Frank going for a skate. She's got a couple of helpers. Over to Bakke. Bakke gets the shot up. Breadbasket shot. Frank down in a heap. She got tripped up but no call. Picked up by Malkowski. Quick toe drag. Malkowski shot. Hit that blocker again. Got to try the glove. This goalie standing tall. So it looks like the Pirates are getting a hooking call. 29 white. For hooking. That'll bring out Carlson, Fuller, Knutson, Frank, and Winkler. So this is Carlson on the draw. Carlson on the draw, picked up by Fuller. Goes back to Winkler, over to Frank. Back to Winkler. Winkler shoots, that got blocked out front. Short-handed. And the Pirates lob it into the Jack bench. So we're going to get a face-off to the left of the Pirate goalie. This one's one back to Frank. Frank throws it towards the net. Fuller's going to pick it up from behind the net. Out front, Frank's going to pick it up, make a quick move. Out front, tipped by Carlson. Shot. Knutson got a quick shot off. And it looks like we're going to switch them up. So Malkowski, Bakke, Larson now. Runnigan and O'Brien. Bakke back to O'Brien. O'Brien throws it towards the net. Tipped by Bakke. Still comes loose. Wait, that's Malkowski. Back to O'Brien. O'Brien throws it up to Bakke. Bakke tips it further in deep to Malkowski. Malkowski tries to get it back to O'Brien. Larson's there. Larson. Bakke. Bakke still with it. She throws it out to O'Brien. O'Brien throws it back in deep. Larson with it. Now Bakke picks it up. Bakke wraparound. Stuffed it. And it looks like the goalie got it. Or that was Malkowski. So Malkowski tried to stuff a truck. That didn't work. Goalie just got enough of it. Face off to the right of the goalie. Howdy, everybody. Malkowski back to Winkler. Frank launches one. Blocker save out front. Trickles just wide of the net. Frank able to keep it in the zone. Back to Baki to Larson. Right up front. Larson shoots and scores! So Larson, power play goal from just out front of the net. I think it was Larson from Frank, or Baki and Frank. We'll see what the announcer says. So power play goal puts the Jacks up 2-1.
Scoring for Bemidji, number 7, Ryan Larson. Assist number 19, Riley Crookston. And number 18, Bergen Baki.
So Larson from Knutson and Baki.
From Knutson and Baki.
I think it was Frank and Baki, but we'll see. Pass out to Fuller here. Fuller coming through center. Gets it knocked off her stick. She whacks it in deep. Kept in. That one goes off the side of Carlson. And the Pirates throw it up ice. That one should just have enough for icing, and it does. With 7:47 to go here, Jacks take a 2-1 lead on a power play goal by Larson. Pirate goalie doing a little equipment maintenance here. Face off just to the left of the Pirate goalie. Carlson wins the draw, tries to throw it backhand towards the net. Cross ice to Fuller, she'll whack it in deep. This one's going to go over to Knutson. Knutson. Larson back there now. Hot off the bench after scoring a goal. Larson still skating. Back to Runnigan. Over to O'Brien. O'Brien tries to take a shot. That gets blocked out by the Pirates. Kept in by Runnigan. O'Brien's going to be the first one there. She throws it over to Grand. Grand hits Larson, but that's going to just knock off her stick. And here come the Pirates the other way. 6:41 in counting here. That one goes off the side of the net. Everhart's still in the net here for the Jacks. O'Brien goes down into the corner. Shot goes just wide of Everhart. Novak gets it through center just out of the reach of Larson. And the Pirates throw it in deep again, 6:12 to go. Errant pass out front, shot, blocker, save, Everhart. Novak to pick it up. She tries to get it up ice to Larson. And now that gets thrown in deep again. Pirates skating around. Runnigan's going to slingshot around her own net. Tries to get it up to Grand. That didn't work. And right out front, shot. Nice save, Everhart. Grand opportunity for the Pirates. Novak tries to kick it and has a big whiff. Larson, she's going to say, give me a whistle, and that hit one of the Pirate players. So instead of icing, the puck's going to be back just to the right of Everhart. Curiosity killed the cat, so to speak. I wonder if Eberhardt's not going to get most of the playing time here, and Lauer might get some time off on the varsity side of things. We'll see how that goes. Just thinking outside the box. Frank, behind her own net, dishes it back towards Baki. Baki with good body work in the corner. She hits Malkowski, who's 1-on-2. Malkowski tries to toe drag it. And we get a whistle. Looks like offsides. How's it going? I'm Doug.
Bill.
Bill, nice to meet you, Bill. Go ahead and use the power strip if you need it.
Oh, this one.
And I'm going to end up screwing down just a foot to get away from his TV stuff.
Okay.
Just in case that's going to get in your way at all.
No, I just stay right there.
All right. And another whistle. So we're going to face off to the right of the Pirate goalie. Nice paint job on the truck.
And I used to have.
Pemberton on the draw. Here come the Pirates, 2-on-1 against Frank. Good back check by Baki. And that can come out to center. Baki's going to play it up into the Pirate zone here. Malkowski lost the sight of it. This one's going to come back to Frank. Frank trying to dance around everybody here. Picked up by the Pirates through center. Frank's going to go collect it up again. Frank drops it to Malkowski. Shot, that just goes wide. Is that a mic you got there? I like it. Oh, camera? Cool. I'm jealous. What kind of mount is that? Oh,
It's a door hinge.
got it. And you just stick it under there? Nice. I was checking out other ideas and options. Carlson, Fuller, Knutson here on the draw. Runnigan and Winkler on defense. This one comes back to Knutson, back to Winkler. Winkler just able to keep it in. Throws it towards the net. Carlson. Nice job by Knutson in the corner. Gets knocked off Carlson's stick. Pirates have to go back and chase it back behind the end wall. Lau looking for some space. And as they come through center, looking for the equalizer. Shot right out, saved by Eberhardt. And that one's going to get just called for icing. And it looks like the Jacks will switch him up here. So we're going to get a face-off to the right of Eberhardt. Pemberton, Baki, Malkowski, O'Brien, and Frank. Frank coming up ice. Tries to drop it to Malkowski. Malkowski shoot. That one goes into the corner. Baki will be the first one there. Tries to spin-a-rama. Here come the Pirates the other way. Quick drop pass. Frank goes over Malkowski. Malkowski with a shot. Save. Oh, trickle just wide. This one's coming back to Frank. Throws it, and we're going to get a whistle here. Possibly a penalty on Malkowski. We'll find out for what here. Cross check. So cross checking on Malkowski. And that's going to put your Jacks shorthanded. It looks like your killers are Fuller, Carlson. Defense is Runnigan and Melcher. This one won by the Pirates. Quick shot on goal off the whistle. Everhart gets the mid down on it. Get a little coaching here on the Jack bench. Carlson on the draw again. Won by the Pirates. They go back to the D. Stolen by Fuller. Fuller digging in deep. She's getting caught from behind. Gets the shot off. Saved by the goalie. Fuller out front again. Oh, just missed. Went sliding through the crease. And that one pops over the stick of Runnigan. It's going to force Melcher to go all the way back behind her own net. That was the short-handed chance of the day. Melcher going to pick it up on the near wall. Two glorious chances short-handed by Fuller. 1:20 to go in the penalty to Malkowski. Pirates got to pick it up behind their own net. And here they come through center. That one, nice job by Runnigan. She's going to try and get it out of the zone. Carlson's going to give it a whack, and that one pops up over the boards into the Pirate bench with $1:03 left on the penalty to Malkowski. 1:30 left here in the second period. And score is still 2-1. Everhart still in the net. Face off to the right of Everhart here. Winkler throws it behind her own net, throws it to the near wall. Shot out front, Everhart has it, throws a mitt on it, says give me a whistle. Face off to the right of Everhart here. Winkler tries to throw it up ice. That gets whacked back in deep by the Pirates. Winkler throws it into the near corner. 35 seconds to go in the penalty. That one's blocked by the Pirates. O'Brien got a little leg room, gets knocked off her stick. She's going to try and throw it up deep into the zone here. Knutsen's going to go try and fetch it. Knutsen, they do a spinorama on her. And they get around Winkler. Strong back check by Larson. 3, 2, 1. Both teams full strength. That was a FedEx Express over the top, so Malkowski's out of the box. Carlson's all alone if she hurries, and oh, the puck just got lodged into the snowbank in front of the bench. Grand's able to keep it in the zone. Larson off, no back on. And a goal! At the buzzer! A goal by Winkler at the buzzer. Right before the buzzer sounded. Oh. Sorry, I missed the bench cam there for you guys. My bad. So the Jacks clearing out here. Quick goal right at the buzzer beater for the second period. We'll get the announcement on the goal and the resurface here. But the Jacks take one late in the second and take a 3-1 lead into the third.
Scoring for Bemidji, number 16, Mackie Winkler. Assist to number 6, Olivia Grand. Winkler.
So Winkler from Grand is your official scoring. All right, everybody, it's time to go get your snacks and beverages. We're going to get a quick resurface here, and we'll be back at you in just a few minutes, everybody. Hang tight.
Second period goalie saves for the Lumberjacks, 3, a two-period total of 13. For the Pirates, 9, a two-period
Yeah, that's the one step up from this. Believe that. I almost got that, but it's too big. Yeah. All right, I'm gonna go check.
was only 27 minutes long and it says was live.
I'm still showing I've been on for a minute, an hour and 3 minutes.
It says was live.
Go to the YouTube. I'm showing I've been live for a minute or an hour and 3 minutes.
I don't think you're live. Really?
Man, good view of that goal line, non-goal.
What?
All you have to do is walk in.
I know, it's just right there with the net. Too much excitement, right? We got no heaven, so.
You mean Lexi's?
Her opportunity down here, yeah.
What did he say?
He said that goal, non-goal that she missed.
I don't know, the YouTube I think is live. Why wouldn't Facebook be live?
Noemi sent us an offer on Bixby. Will you tell her that I'm
I
broadcasting?
am trying to figure this
Can I
out.
finish my sentence? When you're done, can you please text Noemi? She sent us an offer on Bixby. And let her know I'm broadcasting and I'll look at it as soon as we're done. Berg saying Facebook cut off after 27 minutes, so that one did cut off.
Did or did not?
Must have.
What do we do?
If I shut it off, I'll lose the whole stream on YouTube as well, so I'd rather just do the third period and keep it whole. So if you want to text Rosie that she can, let me see.
Text her what?
Nothing, I'll try and do it. I'm getting YouTube is working fine. Facebook did cut out. Lindsey Graham, the YouTube feed is working. I heard you on the feed. It has worked great the entire time.
Text the link. I don't know
Is
how.
your phone? Go back. You had it. What did you do? You had a perfect time.
You said stop.
I know, and then you kept hitting stuff.
Okay.
So
How do you share it?
hit that X.
It also says Varsity Bemidji. Yeah. It's all typo. I'm just wondering what the other one says, if it says Varsity or not.
both of them have the same header. So they're both going to be labeled the same. All right, Lumberjack fans, we are getting ready for the third period here. Zamboni's done. Another quick hi from the broadcast booth. Appreciate everybody watching. So I went down to try and monkey with a few of those goalie cams. They are a little bit slow to react. And I think it has something to do with the Wi-Fi up here. We are not super strong. But we do have good cameras for you. The center cam's working. Both of them are. Booth cam's working. Bench cam's working. So we're going to work with what we got. So we do have both nets up. Sometimes they're just a little slow to react, so you'll see some frozen people. But hey, thanks for watching. Still waiting for both teams and the refs to come out here. Should be any minute. 3-1 is your score. Jacks have outshot the Pirates 24-14. Both teams with 2 penalties. Tripping on hooking on O'Brien, cross-check on Malkowski, and 22 for a trip and 29 for a hook for the Pirates. One power play goal scored by the Jacks. And here comes Crookston on the ice. Refs are on the ice. I'm going to guess your Jacks aren't far behind, and here they come.
So it looks like there's 2 of them coming. It's scheduled for 5:30 and 6:30. Varsity Pirate versus the Pirates. Varsity versus the Pirates.
6:30 is 3 of them. Yeah, that one should have deleted because the game time's wrong, so we're going to fire up that one. The other mini time. So I wonder who from Varsity is going to join us. McLean. Looks like she's going to join us on defense. Step down from the Varsity. So far, that's all I see. McLean and Lawson going to get a little JV time in. So both girls playing D normally. We'll see. They might get a little action at forward. Jacks in front of their bench here. Let's see if I go with one of these. The old picture-in-picture trick. Both teams at their benches now. Jack's getting some last-minute instructions and coaching here. So it is going to be Byron in net for the Jacks. She says she's ready to go. Crooks, the goalie, says she's ready to go. Face off, won by the Jacks. Carlson went over to Fuller. Fuller tries to throw it up ice. Icing's going to be waved off. Knutsen's going to go fetch it in the corner. O'Brien off the blocker. Fuller shoots. Where is it? And she scored. Well, waved off. Called by a hand pass. But it looks like it went in with a hand. And that's going to bring it all the way down to the right of Byron. So waved off by the referee. I don't think we had a good shot of that one. Coach is asking what's up with that. She gets her explanation. The ref feels really comfortable about it. Puck is now down. O'Brien going to take it around her own net. She's going to wrap it around to Fuller. Fuller loses it in her own wickets. Now back Runnigan's going to try and get somewhere with it. And that looks like it's going to be somebody for a trip. So Carlson for tripping in the third here. So that's going to put the Jacks short-handed. Face off to the right of Byron. Killers are McLean, Lossing, Larson, and Winkler. So McLean pick it up, makes a quick move. McLean still with it, now picked up by Larson. Larson's going to go wide, gets it knocked off her stick. And here comes the Pirates the other way, trying to get around Winkler. Pirates into the far corner. They go back to the point. Just kept in. Stolen away by Lossing. Lossing runs out of real estate. Now she goes cross ice. Picked up by the Pirates. who throw it in deep. Winkler's going to go get it. Winkler tries to get it up ice, picked off by the Pirates, throws it towards the net. Winkler blocked it, and she throws it out through center. Larson's going to go after it shorthanded. McLean with the helper.
Whoa!
And that caused the stick to go flying. That was Larson's stick. Went about 20 feet up in the air. Good thing nobody got hurt there. Winkler throws it up ice. And now that's going to be Lossing to pick it up behind her own net. Lossing, spinorama. Over to McLean. McLean just whiffed a bit on the pass. Stolen away by the Pirates. Bemidji still short-handed, another 21 here. Shot blocked by Winkler. And McLean will rip it up ice. And Bemidji will go off on a change. Fuller and Knutson out now. Here comes the Pirates with some speed, trying to get by O'Brien. Shallow angle, look at this stuff, a truck, nobody home there. Shot blocked by O'Brien. And puck goes out front, stolen away by O'Brien. Fuller tries to get it out of the zone, no dice there. Now the puck goes behind the net, back to 5-on-5 hockey. And Carlson over to Fuller. Fuller tries to make a move to Carlson. Shot saved by the goalie. Back out front, O'Brien with it. She throws it. That goes off a leg. Runnigan over to O'Brien. O'Brien throws it towards the net and a save. And it's loose. And a goal. It's either O'Brien's or Carlson's. Looks like it might be O'Brien. And we'll give you the bench cam. It is. Looks like it's O'Brien. We'll wait for the official scoring. Looked like it might have gone 5-hole and trickled in. And that'll put the Jacks up 4-1. Church on the draw.
Scoring for Bemidji, number 12, Kelly Carlson. Assistant number 8, Tessa O'Brien. Carlson.
So Carlson from O'Brien's your official scoring.
3-23.
Winkler throws it cross ice to nowhere. This one's going to be picked up by Lossing. Lossing trying to make a move. Still trying to make a move. She's going to burn some clock. Now throws it up to Novak. Novak tips it into the offensive zone. And back to Lossing. We'll get a do-over here on the zone entry. Lossing going wide, going left, going right. On the forehand, lost the handle. And that should be icing on the Pirates. And it is. So the Jacks are going to switch them up here. Faceoff's going to all the way back to the right of the Pirate goalie. This is Pemberton on the draw with McLean and Larson. Puck comes to the near wall. That's Winkler trying to keep in the offensive zone. Stolen away by McLean. McLean throws it and scores just offside the stick. Pirate goalie tried to get the wood on it. Snuck just inside the post. And it looks like McLean is going to get credit for that one. Possibly from Winkler. So the lug nuts have loosened up here a bit.
Scoring for Bemidji, number 21, Callie McKee. Assistant number 16, Winkler.
So McLean from Winkler's your official scoring. That's the second point of the night for Winkler. McLean and Larson in on the forecheck. Nice job by Larson there at the blue line. Let the Pirates come away with it. Runnigan gets it on her stick. Over to McLean. McLean looking to feed Larson, just out of her reach. But Larson's going to pick it up in the corner. And Winkler throws it in the near corner. That'll be McLean to get it again. And here come the Pirates who throw it behind Runnigan. And that should be icing. And it is. Jack's going to switch him up again. Byron going for a little skate.
Test 1, 2. Test 1, 2.
Face off just to the right of the Pirate goalie here.
1, 2.
Carlson on the draw, that throws it behind the net. Knutson in there battling. Up the wall. O'Brien's going to try and keep it in, just unable to. Carlson comes away with it. Carlson driving hard, just gets it knocked off her stick. And Melcher throws it in the offensive zone. And now the Pirates throw it up ice, and that should be icing again. And it is. So it looks like another face-off to the right of the Pirate goalie. 10:49 to go here, 5-1 is your score. Puck's down, Fuller, back to O'Brien. O'Brien, oh, and the Pirate goalie just got the pad down on it. Oop, sorry about that. Get that back for you. So Carlson, Fuller, and Knutson here. O'Brien and Melcher on defense. Bemidji's going to have to hurry. Pirates get it down on the near corner. And it gets wrapped around. Melcher will be the first one there. Fuller gets it out of the zone. Knutson after it. Pirates spin the other way. Now throw it up ice. And they get it out of the zone. This will be Church to go back and get it with Melcher. He's going to slingshot behind her own net. Church got Grand with her from the top of the circle. Oh no! Oh, she got a piece of it, trickled wide. Lossing back to the point, over to Winkler. Now back into the far corner. Church with it. Church to get it from behind the net. Grand looking to steal, but that comes around the near side. Should be kept in by Winkler. Yeah, and now she going to go cross ice over to Lossing. Lossing going for a skate with some speed, top of the circle, shot. That one goes wide. Novak trying to get a piece of it. 9:08 to go here in the third. Picked up by Winkler. She throws it up ice. Here come the Pirates. They gain the offensive zone. That one goes wide to Byron. That one kicked out from the dot. Shot blocked by Lossing. They throw it in deep. Lossing's trying to get a piece of it. And that one goes wide right of Byron. Tipped out front. Church tries to get it out of the zone and does. Novak looking for the steal. Pirates throw it in deep again. Shot, blocker, save, Byron. Pirates come out front with it. Here comes McLean, trying to dance through everybody. Still has it onto the backhand. Still 1-on-4. I'm not sure where the rest of her teammates are. Here comes the cavalry. Larson in there with it. McLean was 1-on-4 there for a minute. Shot. That one goes into the near corner, where it looked like I saw Pemberton going in there after it. Stolen away by Runnigan. Back to Larson. And Crookston throws it up ice, the arm's up, and we're going to get another icing call on the Pirates. I think this one's going to be to the left of the goalie. Let me get the scoreboard right for you. There we go. Bench is good. Face off to the left of the Pirate goalie. Pemberton on the draw. Larson digging away in there. O'Brien got it tipped off her stick. Runnigan's going to pick it up. Over to McLean, and McLean got in, didn't quite have the puck under control, so we're going to get offsides on the Jacks with 7:02 to go. Carlson, Fuller, Knutson here. Well, we weren't quite ready. Goalie's now back in the net. Here come the Pirates. Carlson and Fuller from behind. That one's going to be played by Byron, and she says, "Give me a whistle." Carlson on the draw. Knutson, Fuller. Runnigan to go get it. There's the old spinorama. Fuller feeds it to Carlson. Carlson with Knutson. Carlson down in a heap. Runnigan throws it off the wall. Fuller just lost the handle. And Carlson with it. Fuller behind her. Picked up by Runnigan. Shot, tipped, saved. And good save by the Pirate goalie with 6:03 to go. This will be Church, Novak, and Grand, it looks like. Lossing and Melcher. Novak trying to get a piece of it. Lossing steps up, does just get enough of it. But the Pirates get it behind the Bemidji net where it's picked up by Melcher. Just in the offensive zone. Pirates are going to have to regroup. This one's going to come back to Lossing. Lossing tries to go wide. And now the Pirates will throw it in deep into the near corner where Melcher will pick it up. Gets knocked off her stick. And Church with it. Feeds it up to Novak. Number 7, the goal scorer for the Pirates. Back to Melcher. She throws it towards the net. That got blocked a little bit. Goes wide. 4:55 and counting here in regulation. Lossing throws it towards the net. Played to the back wall by the Pirate goalie. And here come the Pirates through center. 1-on-3. Lossing to beat. He drives her in the near corner. Grand's going to go for a skate, finding some wheels. See some green space. Going wide. Got Novak out front. Nope, Grand got driven too far wide. Church down in there to help. .412 to go. Grand out front. Shot! What a save by the Pirate goalie. Good try by Novak. And the Jacks will switch him up here. So looks like McLean, Larson, Pemberton, Winkler, O'Brien are your skaters. Pemberton on the draw. She wins that over to McLean. McLean back to Winkler. Winkler with the shot. Bouncer. Saved by the Pirate goalie. This one's going to be back to Winkler. See if she can keep it in. She does. And Pemberton drives it in deep. And here come the Pirates through center. Nice job by Winkler. Shot went off the side of the net. Winkler tries to get it up to Larson. Pemberton loses her stick. McLean gets knocked off her stick. That's offsides on the Pirates with 3:28 to go. We'll get a face-off just in front of the Bemidji bench. Face-offs down here. Fuller, Carlson, Knutson. Knutson coming through center. She throws it in deep. She's also the first one there. Now Carlson's going to back her up. Shot up front, tip just wide. That one's just going to come out to center. 2-on-1 to get by Runnigan. Backhand, forehand, out front, shot, leg pad, flipper saved by Byron. Sorry, just missed it there. Wasn't turning the camera quick enough. Runnigan gets tipped into the corner. And now picked off by Melcher. Runnigan feeds Fuller. She's got Knutson, but tries to go deep, trying to get around her. Just unable to do that. And the Pirates go out through center, and the hands up, and that's icing on the Pirates with 2:09 to go. Novak, Grand, Church now, Lossing and Winkler. Church on the draw. Pirates try to whack it up the wall. Now they're going to try the near side. So Pirates go behind their own net, trying to get up the wall here with a little bit of speed. Nice little back check by Grand. And Winkler's going to fetch it up behind her own net. Over to Grand. Grand tries to get out of the zone, kept in by the Pirates. Now Church to pick it up. She's going to play it around to Novak. Novak is able to get it out of the zone here. 1:26 to go in the regulation. And back out to center it comes. Stolen away by Novak. Novak tries to make a move, gets tipped off her stick. Comes back to Lossing at center. Good at the line, nice job. Nice stick work by the Pirates. 1 minute to play in regulation here. Novak hits McLean. McLean tries to toe drags in her wickets. Shot. Saved by the Pirate goalie. So McLean with another good opportunity. Face off to the left of the Pirate goalie here. Right out front. McLean throws it back to the point. Jacks throw it in deep. This one will be McLean will be the first one there. Pirates though, trying to break it out through center. 21 and counting here. Picked up by Larson. Hits McLean. McLean trying to get through center, knocked off her stick. She goes down in a twist-a-rama. Pemberton with it, 8 to go. Pemberton still with it on the backhand. Back to Melcher, who winds and fires. Shot and a goal! That's Melcher's under the armpit of the Pirate goalie. Nobody touched it. That's all day Melcher there.
I don't even think she realized she scored.
So that one snuck its way past the Pirate goalie with 2.3 to go. I wonder how much money that's going to cost her mom and dad. That's inside story. You can always ask them. All right, 2.3 to go.
Number 26, Hagen Melcher. Assistant number 21, Alan Lee.
So Melcher from McLean.
McLean, time of the goal, 16:58.
So a little bit of a dagger right there at the end. Good for Melcher. So your goal scorers today, Fuller, Larson, Winkler, Carlson, McLean, and Melcher. 6 different point getters there.
Third period goalie save, score Bemidji 2, a game total of 15. For Crookston 9, a game total of 30.
So that's a wrap for the JV game. All right, everybody. We're going to shut her down, turn her back on for the varsity. We'll get some of the warm-ups, but we'll be back at you in a few minutes on the news stream. For now, we're out. God bless.